supporters, loved ones at home that are unable to watch, we do have the talented Taylor Fort and his team who will be broadcasting this live. They can access the live feed through taylorfort.com/live, through Taylor Fort's Facebook page, or Rodeo Austin's website. We want to thank you for Taylor Fort and his talented team for being with us at Rodeo Austin. We also have Devin Sisk and her team here who will be taking photos of this afternoon's event as well as all through the show. And she also did the backdrop photo. So we do appreciate Devin Sisk and her team being with us as well. Entering the show ring right now is Miss Callie Fisher from Kendall County 4-H, who's exhibiting the champion British steer. Callie is from Bernie, Texas. She's 15 years old, and she represents Kendall County 4-H. Future plans, she wants to graduate high school and go to college to be a large animal vet. Favorite hobby is showing steers, going to the beach, and fishing. Please give this young lady a round of applause. Entering now is Mr. Jed James, exhibiting the champion Shorthorn. Mr. James is 9 years old from Van Alstyne, and he's representing Grayson County 4-H. Future plans is to follow the family and sell cattle. Favorite hobby is playing football. Please give this young man a round of applause. Next in is Madison Kep, exhibiting the champion Brahman. Where is it? Madison is 14 years old, hometown Lavernia. She's representing Wilson County 4-H. Future plans is to attend Texas A&M University. Favorite hobbies is showing steers, volleyball, and track. Please give her a round of applause. I gotta get back there. Next in the ring is Mr. Creed Gore, exhibiting the champion ABC steer. Creed Gore is 13 years old, hometown of Cisco, Texas, representing Cisco FFA. Future plans is go to college and judge livestock. Favorite hobbies of Creed is pole vault, showing steers, and attending shows with his family. Please give Creed a round of applause. Entering the ring right now is Miss Kobe Kirby, exhibiting the champion AOB Black Steer. Kobe is 15 years old, hometown Muleshoe, Texas, and she is representing Palmer County 4-H. Kobe's future plans is to go Texas Tech University and become a pharmacist. Favorite hobby, showing steers and cheerleading. Entering the ring at this time is Mr. Drew Carr, exhibiting the champion AOB Red Steer. Drew is 18 years old, hometown of Sudan, Texas, representing Lamb County 4-H. Future plans is to attend South Plains College and then transfer to Texas Tech and major in graphic design to own his own ag marketing business. Favorite hobby is playing football, primarily defense. Please give Drew a round of applause. Entering the ring now is Mr. William Wall, exhibiting the champion AOB Other Color Steer. William is 18 years old, hometown Idalou, Texas, representing Idalou FFA. Future plans is to attend Texas Tech and study agribusiness. Favorite hobbies of Williams is showing cattle and playing golf. Please give William a round of applause. Entering the ring at this time is Mr. Ace James, who's exhibiting the reserve champion British Steer. Ace is 9 years old, hometown of Van Alstyne, representing Grayson County 4-H. Future plans is to join the family at selling cattle and playing football with his brother. Please give Ace a round of applause. Entering the ring right now is Mr. Tyson Digby, exhibiting the reserve champion Shorthorn. Tyson is 16 years old, hometown of Hermely, Texas, representing Scurry County 4-H. Future plans is to work for the family business, and his favorite hobby, playing sports, football, basketball, track, and golf. Please give Tyson a round of applause. Entering the ring at this time is Keller Howell, exhibiting the reserve champion Brahman. Keller is 11 years old, hometown of Fall City, and representing Fall City FFA. Future plans is to become an exotic veterinarian. His favorite hobby is football. Please give Keller a big round of applause. Entering the ring at this time is Mr. Mason Kett, exhibiting the reserve champion ABC Steer. Mason is 18 years old, hometown Lavernia, Club Lavernia FFA. His future plans is to attend Texas A&M University and study agronomy. Favorite hobbies is raising and showing steers. Please give Mason a big round of applause. Entering the ring at this time is Mr. Ryder Day, exhibiting the reserve champion AOB Black Steer. Ryder's 15 years old, hometown of Meadow, Texas, representing Meadow FFA. Future plans is to continue my family's legacy of farming and ranching in West Texas with a motto of work hard, win big. His favorite hobby is building my cow herd, riding good ranch horses, and controlling the feral hog population. Let's give Ryder a big round of applause. Entering the ring at this time is Miss Lorelei Jensky, exhibiting the reserve champion AOB Red Steer. Lorelei is 10 years old, hometown of Poteet, Texas, representing Poteet FFA. Future plans for Lorelei is, I don't know yet, but I am only 10, but always serve God first. Favorite hobbies is gymnastics. Please give Lorelei a big round of applause. Entering at this time is Miss Kendall Rust, exhibiting the reserve champion AOB Other Color Steer. Kendall is 18, hometown of Boerne, Texas. representing Kendall County 4-H. Future plans of Kendall is to attend Oklahoma State University to get a degree in animal science and become an embryologist for livestock and wildlife. Favorite hobby, thankful for God, her family, and her team. Let's give Kendall and all of these exhibitors a big round of applause. I'd also like to introduce our steer judge for the last 2 days, Mr. Jason Hoffman from Thedford, Nebraska. Jason is also here with his wife, Casey, children Haxton, Kennedy, and Hayden. Jason is the owner and operator of Hoffman Ranch in Thedford, Nebraska, and his judging career includes his start at Clarendon Junior College in Clarendon, Texas, where he later transferred to Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas. Judge Hoffman has judged approximately 100 shows around the United States. In discussing with Judge Hoffman about showing steers and his judging career, he commented that, "I don't know of another industry that you can teach kids the work ethic like this. It shows them that you only get out of it what you put into it. The biggest part of the good Christian base of people, especially the true ranchers in this business." We want to thank Judge Hoffman for coming and being our steer judge. So please, in the stands, let's put our hands together and give him a big round of applause. For those of you just joining us this afternoon, these exhibitors in the ring and their projects, these are the best 2 steers of each respective division we have. There was just a little bit more than 550 steers exhibit at this year's steer show at Rodeo Austin. And these 14 exhibits that are out there right now, they are the best 14 steers chosen by Judge Hoffman at this year's steer show. Judge Hoffman is doing the pre-judging right now, which later on at tonight's rodeo, these exhibitors and their project will go to the rodeo, and Judge Hoffman will pick the grand champion, reserve grand champion steer at the rodeo this evening.
Okay, thank you. Very happy with how these cattle come back out and how each division's represented, and very happy with how the champions of each respective division sort from their reserves. It's just as justifiable, if not more in some ways, to me when we get back out here. From the beginning to the end of this steer show, I've been very impressed. Each division's represented with a tremendous amount of strength that could contend under a lot of different people, I feel. All the way up there from the first British calf, like a lot of things about him. I was so impressed with that steer's youthfulness. He's very fresh. He's not the biggest, heaviest, most massive one out here, but in terms of quality, I think he holds his own extremely well. He's so good on his feet and legs. He's just a very tremendous steer. With that, relative to his size, he's got some power to him as well, and I think that's really remarkable. He's a wide top calf. He's really thick. When you get behind him, you're going to see more volume of muscle in some of these other steers because there's more of them. But I think for his size, he's as complete as you can make one. The short orange steer here has got some tremendously unique pieces. It's hard to put a neck like that in anything that has any body behind them at all. And this calf does, and the other unique thing about him, for as long-bodied as he is, he's extremely level-topped, and that top ties into a hip that's extremely good. You get behind him, he's plenty enough wide-hipped. The other really unique thing I like about this calf is when you get him in motion, for as long-bodied as he is, he really does a good job filling his track. Square on the corners, exceptionally clean in his joints, gets around really good. The Brahman steer here, big, high performance, stout boned, got a lot of look to him too. I love how this steer balances out, I like the angle to his shoulder. He's got some turn to his hip. He's got some muscle in him. Just really a stout featured steer with a tremendous amount of bone underneath of him. The steer that out of the next division, the cross steer here, Brahman cross steer, is awesome. Really, really good on his feet and legs. Got a lot of turn to his top. I love how his turn to his hip ties down into his leg, and he just steps down with some authority. That's a lot of bone to have underneath one to keep that sound too. He's a good-footed steer that's very easy to look at. The black steer's one of the bigger, heavier steers out here. I think he's very unique. For as big and as robust as he is, to be that long-necked and good-looking, tons of shape. And I think in that division, I really appreciated just the performance in this steer, overall shape and his jump muscles, how that carries back into his stifle and hip. He's a very stout bone steer that gets around the ring just fine. Lots of presence to him, tremendous amount of shape to that forerib, and up high, he's got as much muscle as anything in here. The red cross calf that follows him is a big high-performance steer, and I really like the silhouette when he was out in division that this calf demonstrated or showed us. He too is a really long-bodied steer, but he holds himself together good. When he's on the move, he's just a little tender-footed, it seems like. The calf's got some muscle in him, especially in his hip. Got a lot of shape to that hip, and it wraps into a big, wide quarter. Calf's got plenty of bone underneath of him. He's really good looking up through that front third. I like a lot of things about this calf. Then we get into our last division here, and this steer here is very robust. I think he's very unique in terms of his build and his body. He's plenty deep, but very bold sprung. Just the fullness of his hip and shape, stifle, presence. He too is one of the unique ones in this lineup. really pulled apart and really wide. And we can go on and on. I think this was an excellent representation, but more importantly, it's about what you guys have sent out into the ring as kids. It's pretty remarkable. And Texas, from my limited experience down here, can offer more to kids than anywhere probably in the nation. And in terms of volume too, I think it's really unique. You know, it's very important that we keep as many kids in agriculture as possible. Now more than ever, you know, for a long time, people in the ranching community wanted them to go out and get different jobs, but what's everybody gonna eat when it's all said and done? And there's plenty of jobs in agriculture. We might be a minority, but if somebody thought enough of these kids to bring them here, somebody's gonna think enough of them to hire them. And in our own household, I don't know who's coming back to the ranch and who's not, but I do know this is a very, very solid vehicle to get them to be very good employees no matter what they do. But the old theme of trying to get kids off the ranch to go back out in different fields to have a better life, there's no way there's a better lifestyle than in agriculture. Please do all you can to support the youth and your own kids to come back if they have any desire at all to come back and do this. Get them involved, because we are a minority, but we're awfully darn powerful, and we support not only the United States, but globally, we support everybody in their eating habits in a positive manner. And I think Texas ties together youth and agriculture as well as anybody. Why don't you give these kids a big round of applause?
That's going to conclude the prejudging of our steer show. Each of you can have a handler come out, put a halter on those steers. We ask that the steers do not leave the holding area. If you need to go back and get something from your stall, you or a handler could do that, but we'd like to keep all the steers in at least the holding area, and we'll just sit tight. If you're in the stands and you're living in suspense at this time, the grand champion and the reserve grand champion steer will be selected tonight at the rodeo. So if you want to see what actually the results are of what you just witnessed, please attend tonight's rodeo, and Judge Hoffman will pick grand and reserve champion steer.